Hi everyone, it's Grandma. I'm going to try to read you a couple stories, but one at a time. And since we can't be together to hug and snuggle and sit on my lap or anything like that that I would really enjoy, I'm going to read you a couple stories during this time when we're at home for a while, in our separate homes, that is. Anyway, the first book is called The Tortoise and the Hare. If you can see, I know the words will be backwards, but at least the pictures you can figure out. Now, first let me tell you two things. One, this is an old story. The book is fairly new, but it's this old story that's been around since before I was born, since before my parents were born, before my grandma and grandpa were born, long time ago. Second of all, the name of the book has some funny names that maybe you're not familiar with. First of all, the tortoise. Tortoise is another name for this animal. Can you see what that animal is? I'm sure you can see it's a turtle. Tortoise is another name for a turtle. So whenever you hear me say that word tortoise, you'll know. And the other word is the tortoise and the hare. Now, when you think of hare, you think of hair, like my hair, your hair, whatever. This is a different kind of hare. It's spelled differently, and it means a rabbit. So whenever you hear me say hare, it's a rabbit. Those are terms that were used more in the past, and we don't hear those words for bunnies and turtles as much. But in this story we will. So let me keep you up to speed, and here we go. Once upon a time, there was a hare who could run very fast. I'm sure you've seen bunnies run fast. They can be fast, can't they? Well, in fact, this hare ran so fast that he was just a blur as he dashed over the hills and through the trees. Here's my picture of him running fast. You can see kind of like wind behind him, or smoke, whatever it is. And in this picture, you can see that he's running, and he has started here, and the birds are like, wow, fluttering away, and then there's this path. He's run all the way down here, and down here, and down here, and over the hills, and there he is. He's fast. Okay, the hare liked to boast about his speed, and he'd say, I am the fastest runner in all the land, he would often say to the other animals. Look around as far as you can see, and you won't find any animal that can run as fast as I can. The hare liked to brag, show off. And he also liked to tease the other animals. He would tease the tortoise the most. You are so slow, he said to the tortoise. I don't know why you even bother to go anywhere. Why don't you just sit around in your silly shell all day? Now, first of all, here's all the animals kind of walking away when he talks because they're just tired of hearing him bragging. And here he is teasing the poor turtle, the tortoise. Is teasing nice? No. No, he's not being nice at all. Well, the tortoise got tired of the hare's talk, and he said, I may be slow, but I get where I want to go, said the tortoise. The hare teased on. He said to the other animals, wouldn't it be funny to see the tortoise and me in a race? And the tortoise spoke up. He said, let's race to the end of the field, he said. Oh, sorry, pictures. Here's the silly hare laughing. Ha 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 ha. A race with a tortoise. And the fox is like, the tortoise is my friend. Don't talk like that. And here is the tortoise and the hare talking to each other. And saying, how about a race? Well, here's the hare laughing. He laughed so hard that he cried. You want to race me? Yes, the tortoise, and he called to the other animals. The tortoise wants a race. Can you believe that? You can all watch me win. The other animals were tired of the hare's boasting too. They were tired that he bragged all the time, and they knew that the tortoise was a fine animal and friend who just happened to move slowly. God made him different than a bunny or a hare. There was no reason for the hare to be so unkind. Oop, gotta get these pictures in. You can see the bunny or the hare laughing, and the tortoise with all his friends thinking those thoughts about the hare. Well, the race was set for early the next morning, and the lion was going to be the judge. Be sure, oh, excuse me, be sure to get a good night's sleep, said the lion, and then you'll do your best. Well, that evening, the tortoise went to bed extra early, and as the sun began to set, the tortoise tucked his head into his shell, like turtles do, and he went right to sleep. Okay, here's the lion talking to the tortoise and the hare and telling him to get a good night's sleep, and that's exactly what the turtle did. Some nice flowers around where he's sleeping, isn't it? What do you think the hare did, the bunny? Well, it was almost time for the sun to rise, though, before the hare went to sleep. In other words, he didn't sleep all night. He stayed up and played. I would much rather have fun than rest, he said. Besides, I can beat the tortoise in a race without even trying. And the next morning, the tortoise was ready for the race. The hare was ready too, but he was a bit sleepy. You think? He could not stop yawning. And there he is, playing instead of sleeping at night, and then when the sun is up, everybody's ready for the race. There's the turtle all ready and ready, smiling and ready to go. Mr. Hare can't stop yawning. Maybe he should have slept a little bit. As the animals gathered around to watch the start of the race, they cheered for the tortoise. Come on, tortoise, you can do it. And the tortoise and the hare took their places on the starting line, and the lion said, Get ready, get set, go! And the race was on, and the hare took off in a flash. He was far down the field before the tortoise had taken his first full step. Look at that. Here's the tortoise about to pick up his feet and take a step, and look at, whoosh, over here is the bunny or the hare. Everybody's like, whoa, and look at that. The race is on. And even though the bunny's going fast, everybody's cheering. The race went on just as it had started. The hare zoomed along, and the tortoise took one steady step after another. One foot and then the other foot. One foot and then the other foot, because turtles move that way, right? Nice and slow. And then the hare said, Wow, I'm so far ahead. I have nothing to worry about. Winning will be a cinch. It'll be easy. And the tortoise thought, I'm doing my best. I can just keep taking one step at a time, and I'll get to the end of the field just as I wanted. So here's the bunny looking back and seeing the tortoise way up here, and he's down here, and he's ahead. And then the turtle sees him from his perspective. He's down here, and he goes, one step at a time. I'm just going to keep on going. Well, at the halfway mark, the hare felt tired, and he turned around to see how far behind the tortoise was. The hare saw only a speck in the distance because he was so far behind. The hare rubbed his sleepy eyes, and then he yawned. Oh, I think I'll take a little rest. I have plenty of time because that slowpoke tortoise is going to take all day. And so the hare got comfortable, and he laid down, and he was soon fast asleep. But the tortoise, he didn't stop. He was moving quietly toward the end of the field. One foot, and then the other. One foot, and the other. So here's the bunny looking at this sign that says halfway mark. He's halfway through the race. And here's the bunny going to sleep. And here's the way this little speck is the turtle, plodding along one foot at a time. Well, the hare snoozed for some time, and when he woke up, he had heard some people cheering, some people, I should say, animals, friends. Yay, come on, you can do it, kind of noises, and so he suddenly woke up. And he could see the tortoise was about to cross the finish line. Oh my goodness. And as fast as his powerful legs could go, the hare jumped up and raced to catch up. Do you think he made it? It was too late. The tortoise had crossed the finish line. Here he is waking up and being startled. Look at his eyes are like, doing. And here he is, I should say here, the turtle is. There's the finish line, and the turtle crosses, and look at all his friends clapping and roaring and tweeting and all the things that the animal friends did to cheer him on and congratulate him. The tortoise wins the race, shouted, oh, excuse me, I gotta use a different voice. The tortoise wins the race, shouted the lion, and the animals cheered as they danced around their friend. And then the lion said, "Here, we have learned an important lesson." And all the animals gathered to listen as the lion said, "Fast and speedy may be great, but slow and steady won this race." And here's the picture of the wise lion talking and all the animals listening. And what are they doing? They're all kind of either holding hands and paws and legs and beaks and whatever, dancing around in a circle around who? The tortoise. And that's the end of the story. And the lesson is just what the lion said. Fast and speedy may be great, but slow and steady won this race. Talk to your moms and dads about the lesson of this story, because we can see that the tortoise was a good guy, and his friends were nice guys, but there was something wrong with that hare or that bunny. That bunny needed to learn a lesson, didn't he? And the tortoise didn't let that stop him when he thought, oh, that bunny is really fast and I'm not as fast. I'm going to still try. And I'm just going to keep plodding along. And he ended up winning. So talk to your moms and dads about what you learned from the story. And I'll see you again for another story. See ya.